Another tradition places Golgotha here, outside the walls of today's Old City, alongside what is now a bus terminal. It was called the Place of the Skull because many thought that in this spot they could actually see the shape of a skull in the cliff overlooking the area. When they reached the place called the Skull, they crucified him there and the criminals with him, one on his right and the other on his left. And when they had crucified Jesus, he said, "Father, forgive them. They do not know what they are doing." From midday, a darkness fell over the whole land, which lasted until 3 in the afternoon. At about 3, Jesus cried aloud, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani," which means, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" Jesus again gave a loud cry and breathed his last. Immediately after Jesus' death, his followers were frightened. They went into hiding in Jerusalem, completely demoralized by the death of their leader. Life in the markets continued as usual. The death of Jesus made little impact there. It must have seemed like one of the routine crucifixions carried out by the Romans. But this crucifixion would alter the lives of millions throughout the ages.
For the followers of Jesus, all seemed lost. There remained but only one last task: to take down the body and at least give it a decent burial. The Gospel recalls, "When evening fell, there came a man of Arimathea, Joseph by name. He approached Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. And Pilate gave orders that he should have it. Joseph took the body, wrapped it in a clean linen sheet, and laid it down in his own unused tomb, which he had cut out of a rock. He then rolled a large stone against the entrance and went away." The stone of unction just inside the main doors of the Church of the Holy Sepulchre marks the traditional place where they cleaned and prepared Jesus' body for burial. Jesus' tomb, now covered and decorated by a small building in the center in the rotunda of the church, was once also a simple cave. In those days, Jews buried their dead in caves. They cut niches and shelves in the walls and sealed the entrance with a great rolling stone. There are hundreds of such cave tombs around Jerusalem. The Garden Tomb, just north of the city, is a very good example of how Jesus' tomb may have looked. Many Protestants believe this place to be a possible location for the tomb of Jesus himself.
The crucifixion took place on the Friday, as the Gospel tells us.